what's that word? I can't remember. Is that normal aging? How do you know the difference between normal aging and the early signs of dementia? In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the early signs of dementia versus normal aging. Before we start, my name is Tammy Provenzel. I'm a physical therapist and a life coach for caregivers. I started this channel because I wanted to be a resource, especially for caregivers of an aging parent. So as most of us know, one of the biggest issues with early dementia has to do with memory. The difference between normal aging memory issues are, in normal aging, memory issues are like you might forget somebody's name. They might forget a neighbor's name, but then it comes back to them later in the day. Compared to early signs of dementia, where there's more frequent forgetfulness, especially of the most recent events or conversations. And that information usually doesn't come back later. And so this might look like your parent asking the same question over and over again, and then it looking like they have no idea that they asked that question already 10 times. What are the normal aging things that happen in our language? With normal aging, we might see mild word finding ability. So like I demonstrated at the beginning of the video, where you just can't put your finger on a word. You can't quite remember the word you're trying to think of, but it doesn't really impact the whole conversation. So you might see your elderly parent stop as they're kind of searching in their mind for a word, and that's pretty normal. And they might laugh about it and then maybe come up with another word to use. As opposed to what you might see in early dementia, when it comes to language, is a much bigger issue with vocabulary. This might include finding the right word, but it's much more often. It also might include trouble with joining in on a conversation or starting a conversation. So you might see your parent stopping mid-sentence because they kind of got lost in it. And they're often not able to find a substitute word to use. Or they might talk nonsense, substitute a word that doesn't make any sense at all. When it comes to the way the brain processes information, in normal aging, it's normal to see us processing information slower, but it usually doesn't have a huge impact on our life. This might look like your parent gets some kind of a new gadget or a new piece of equipment, and it just takes longer to learn how to use it. As opposed to someone in the early stages of dementia, when it comes to learning new things, it's still possible to learn new things, but it takes a lot more repetition and a lot more time. And as dementia progresses, there often reaches a point where new learning isn't possible anymore. The other things we'll often see in the early stages of dementia have to do with social withdrawal. So you might see your parent who used to love to go to the senior center or used to love to go with their friends out, and all of a sudden they're not anymore. And they might make up reasons for not wanting to go out. They're just tired, or they just don't feel like it. But a lot of times it's because there's so much stimuli in the outside world and it's really difficult to process it all. Another thing you often see in the early phases of dementia are more challenges with planning or solving problems. So you might see that your parent used to be able to handle their bank account. They used to pay all their bills, but now you're noticing that they're missing paying bills on time, or they sound really confused about their accounts. They might think they paid something and they didn't. They might think they didn't pay it and they paid it 5 times. Any kind of confusion over bank accounts or finances can be an indication of early cognitive decline. And then one more big thing that you often see in early dementia is disorientation to time or place. You might see confusion about dates, the season we're in, the year we're in, where they are, how they got here. And so what you might see is your parent wearing shorts in the middle of January. And they might even argue that, no, it's summer now. Or they might be able to say to you, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how to get home. So that's a good indication that there's something more going on than just the normal aging. In today's video, I just wanted to talk about some of the differences between normal aging and early dementia. Hopefully it was helpful. Please like and share this video if it was. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks.